Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today, we're going to continue with some more Power of the Primes Dinobots. And here we have Deluxe Class Dinobot Slug, the Triceratops bot himself. So, let's get down to the Anyway, what was I saying? Let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here is Slug himself, fully transformed into his Triceratops mode. It actually looks pretty good. You know, it's a decent Triceratops. Looks really nice, you know. Now, before we take a look at so my tongue stops working. Before we overlook at the Dynamo even more, you know, we shall take a look at the collector's card that he comes with. So here it is. So you have Slug. Nice artwork there for Slug's Dino mode. You have these breathing fire roar. Power of the Primes. Dinobot Slug. The Prime symbol right there. Oh, what symbol is this? You come to the back here, and he is Amalgamous Slug. Shifts shape as fluidly as fire. So that is it for the card itself. So let's move on to the Dino mode even more. So look at the Dino head sculpt right there. Looks pretty cool. I do quite like that. He has two red horns and the translucent horn right there. Got nice translucent plastic with the gold underneath it, which is pretty cool. Very G1 style. Got the Autobot symbol on the head sculpt, on the blah blah blah, blah on the head. Got the red for the eyes. Got this mane right here, which is pretty cool. Really nice. Got more translucent plastic for these things right here. Got silver paint on the hips as well. And got some more gold right here. Got some more gold with translucent plastic on top of it, on the tail. And you got some more G1 toy decals or stickers, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I got the black paint just, you know, going down the sides right here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, overall, it's a nicely detailed Triceratops. Wish he had more paint. But anyway. But it's still a nicely done Triceratops. So now he does have some articulation in the Dino mode, so he can definitely open and close his mouth. But if you open the mouth too far, you'll see the robot mode here to say, "Hi, how are you? My name is Slug." Hey. Now, of course, his original name is Slug, but Hasbro lost rights to the name, so they had to change it to Slug, because in the UK, Slug was, you know, Slug was a bad word, so it's like an insult name anyway, so, or anything. I don't know, I'm not sure about the full story, but anyway, it is what it is. You can use this hinge to move up the head, but that's going to break up his neck. It's just weird. And you can use this hinge as well to move the head down if you want to, but literally that's just weird. That's just weird. And you can actually rotate the horns around if you want to, but why would you want to? You know, usually the horns should be, should be stay put. And you got the ball joint at the front legs right here. They can rotate a full 360 to move in and out. You do have a swivel right here. A little bit of rotation at the, you know, this is supposed to be the shoulder for robot mode, but I guess this is a hip, I guess, for legs. And you do have a ratcheted knee joint, which is pretty cool. I do quite like that. And you do have some rotation for the hind legs right here. If you move the front legs a little bit more, the hind legs can actually rotate a full 360 if you want them to, and you can actually bend this, you know, bend this knee right here if you want to. No articulation at the foot, nothing there, and you can actually bring down the tail if you want to. I mean, that's untabbing the tail, but hey, it is a thing that it can move. It's a thing that can move if you want it to move. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for his articulation. So let's move on to his accessories. His accessories do include a Prime armor, so you can see it's the same mold as the Prime armor with swoop. So yeah, of course you can have the fingers and 2 thumbs if you want to. Yes, and he does include his gun right here, which is pretty cool. And I'm not sure this post can actually, I'm not sure the barrel can hold an effects part. I don't think so, because yeah, I don't think so. Focus, camera, focus, focus. There we go. Sheesh. Nicely detailed gun, but there's no paint on it, unfortunately. You can see the silencer on top right there, which is pretty cool. Got a little magazine right there on the gun. So for storage in Dino mode, there are like ports, you know, ports all around. You can actually use this if you want to. Just plug in the gun right there. That's ridiculous. And you can actually use this port to plug in the gun if you want to. That's pretty cool. And yeah, but for me personally, I usually take this prime armor and just plug this in right in there. Oops, I think it's just going backwards like that. No, I don't think so. It's supposed to just plug in right there like that. And I just take this gun and just plug this into this hand. And, you know, pretend that the Prime Master is just sitting up right here. And, you know, just manning this gun, this thing on top of Slug. Yeah, the storage for the weapons is ridiculous. It's not good. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this off and put it off to the side, and we shall move on to some size comparisons. Here is Slug compared with his wave mate Jazz, just because with the Kingdom Deluxe class Warpath, and with the Age of Extinction Deluxe class Slug, and finally with his other fellow Power the Primes Dinobots, Grimlock, Swoop, and Slash. And they look quite good together. I do quite like this set of Dinobots. Nice, really nice looking set. Although the Voyager class Grimlock kind of got shortened up the stick because, you know, the proportion is just off. But, you know, they still look good together. I still like the Dinobots from this line. Nice looking set of G1 Dinobots, except for Slash. Slash is the new one, so that is pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. Okay, so I guess we are done looking at the Dino mode itself. So now we are ready to transform Slug into his other modes. So first off, we'll transform Slug into his leg mode. So the first thing you want to do is flip out the tail and just bring all this way up, just like so. And you want to flip this up until it stoops into place. So you can see here, there is a little tab just sticking out, so they would just go into a slot right there. So just stoop into place. There we go. And just bring this up until it stoops into place. And there we go, like that. So now there is a notch right here for this tab to go into. So just rotate all this way around, and this will just tab in just like so. Just rotate this all the way around. Whoops! Be careful, don't pop off the arm right there. Just tab this in, tab that in, and there we go. So now this whole section right here will just come down on you, and this will just rest on that groove right there, and just flip out the combiner peg like so, and then we'll bring in one of the feet and just plug that in. Just plug that in, and there you have a leg for Slug. Yeah, I mean leg for Volcanicus, but yeah, there you have Slug in this leg mode. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean it's a decent leg mode. It's a decent, and what the instructions tell you what to do with the weapons, you can actually, you know, just plug this in here like so. I don't know, or you can actually plug this right there if you want to. Hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to, but hey, I'm not gonna do it just because. But anyway, so now we shall move on to his arm mode. So put off the foot, put the foot out the side, and we shall begin. So now let's bring down the peg just like so, and this is already done, so we'll leave it at that. So now we have to split the tail, and this will just, and you have to untap this first, bring this out, so you have your clearance to fold out the legs just like so, like that, and we shall bring this back in, and just tap this together, and just bring this down just like so, until it flips into place, just like that. So now we just have to rotate this up all the way until it flips into place again. Just rotate this up until it flips into place, and there you go. So now we'll just rotate this around just like so, and there you have the arm there. So now we just take the hand like so, just bring out the peg, and just bring out his fingers, bring down the thumbs, and just rotate this up just like so. Whoops! And I dropped the hand. There we go. And just plug this in, and there you have Slug in his arm mode. It's a decent arm. I do quite like the look of this arm mode. It's pretty cool. I do quite like it. So yeah, that is it. And you can see you have the joint right here. If you want to have full usage of the double jointed elbow, you have to rotate this around like so. And you need to rotate this around like so. But the main problem is it's going to be like so many gaps on the front there. So now you can have full usage of the, you know, the double jointed elbow if you want to. But if you don't want to see all the gaps, you can just rotate this around, you know, use that elbow joint only, you know, yeah, for the arm articulation. So yeah, I think that looks better in my opinion. That looks way better in my opinion. Anyway, so we shall move on to the robots mode. So now we shall rotate the waist forefront so that this piece is actually matching. Just bring down the peg just like so. Split his legs. Now his legs, there is a point of transformation right here that you have to do first. You can see there is this thing right here. That's his heel spur. So what you do is you have to rotate this around. When you rotate this this section right here, it brings down the heel spur for you. Just press it down just like so. There we go. Just tab that back in just like that. And now you can bring down the tail section right here and just clip it all the way in. And there you have that done. So the same thing on the other side, just bring this out a little bit more. And now you want to rotate this around until it just, you know, rests down like that. And just rotate this up until that tabs back into place. Just like that. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. There we go. There we go. And now I can just flip down the tail until it clips into place. Just like that. And there you have the legs all done and ready. So now you want to untab his arms right here. Just rotate them around, and you want to flip out his fist just like so. Bring down the arm, untab the arm, rotate it around, flip out his fist, and bring down the arm like so. And you want to bring this section all the way down until it clips into place just like that. And now you can bring this section down to reveal the robot mode face. And there you have Slug fully transformed up into his robots mode. And it looks, you know, it's a decent robot mode for Slug. The only problem I have with this figure is that he doesn't have his wings, unfortunately. I wish they could have come up with engineering to open this up to make his wings. And I also forgot to mention that there are little posts right here for the Titan Masters or Prime Masters if you want to plug some onto. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a nicely done robot mode for Slug anyway. So yeah, it's you know, it's a decent Slug. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at the head sculpt. Very nicely done head sculpt. Nice red for the blah, 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 blah. So my tongue stopped working again. Nice red for the eyes, and considering that it is black, you can't really see the face all that well. See the nose, see the mouth there. But yeah. And of course, the head is surrounded by the dino head. I mean, that is screen accurate, so yeah. And unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of paint in robot mode as well. Like the arms are just bare, like just like completely gray or like silver-ish. Just wish he had more paint here and there. And you got the Autobot symbol on the chest, which is nice. There's some nice gunmetal gray for the thighs as well. Yeah, pretty nicely done. Got gold for the feet. He has big feet. So yeah. And of course, he has a big back, like that. Yeah, again, I just wish that these sections right here could just open up and make up his wings. So yeah. Apparently, Sludge does that way better. He fixes that, but anyway. yeah, it's still a nicely done robot mode from Slug himself. So articulation, the head can actually rotate, but since it's, you know, it's kind of hard to do so because, you know, it's on a swivel and it's kind of, you know, surrounded by all this stuff, you know. It's kind of hard to rotate its head, but it can rotate a little bit. The shoulders can rotate a full 360, you can move in and out. You do have bicep swivel, you do have ratchet elbow, you can actually bring down the hand. Like, you know, if he does have a sword, then you can, you know, bring this down for a sword pointing poses. I mean, for example, if I bring in just bring in Swoop's sword like that. So yeah, he can actually do a sword pointing poses if you want to. I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't have his sword. But it is what it is. But hey, I'm not complaining. He does have a waist swivel, which is really, really nice. The legs on the ball joint can move up that far, can move back, only that far. He can't really do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have a knee joint, slightly under 90 degrees up, and that's it. That's it for articulation. Nothing much to write home about for this figure, like, not super articulated. I wish he had an ankle tilt, but it is what it is. And of course, he can definitely wield his weapons. So you can actually plug the gun into his hand, into either hand if you want to. So, and of course, the prime armor, it works like Swoop's. You can just bring out the thumbs, bring down the peg, and just plug that into his chest, and make some weird, you know, block chest thing. It doesn't work all that well. If you don't want to see if you don't want to use this as a chest armor, you can actually use this as a shield. If you want to, you can just plug it to the side of his forearm like that, if you want to, which is pretty cool. Or if you don't want to see this, you can actually plug this at the back, like so. Plug this port right there, and you don't have to see it ever again. So, yeah. But for me, this is just for the hand, so I'm just going to plug this off to the side. And we shall move on to some size comparisons. Here is Slug compared with his wave mate Deluxe Class Jazz, with the War for Cybertron Kingdom Deluxe Class Warpath, with the Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Slug, and yeah, we really need Studio Series versions of these two guys. Like an SS86 version and a Age of Extinction Studio Series version. We need a new Studio Series Slug, please. Please, Hasbro, come on, answer my question here. Give us a new Studio Series Age of Extinction Slug, because we need that right now. But, hey, we're getting a Studio Series 86 version of Slug first, before this one, fortunately, but hey, it is what it is. But hey, you know, not a big deal breaker for me, but I wish we could have had the Age of Extinction Age of Extinction version first, but we're getting the Studio Series 86. I have no idea what I'm saying today. We're getting the Studio Series 86 Slug first in leader class form, so yeah, I can't wait to get that. But I wish we had this one first. Anyway, but we shall move on to the next comparison, right? Yeah. And here is Slug compared with the rest of his fellow Dinobots so far. The Grimlock, Swoop, and Dinobot Slash. And they look good together. I do quite like this set of Dinobots. And I can't wait to review the other two Dinobots, Snarl and Sludge, so that we can get Volcanicus in. Unfortunately, Slash is not incorporated into the combined mode, but I'm okay with that. So, you know, she can be her own thing. but still, she is a nice looking Dinobot. But hey, they still look good together. So, that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Dinobot Slug, or Slag if you want to call him that. So yeah, this figure is actually really nicely done in my opinion. The Dino mode looks great, the robot mode looks pretty good. Not perfect, but he still looks pretty good. He's just missing his wings, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. The articulation on this figure is quite limited because the head doesn't have a lot of room to rotate, and he doesn't have a wrist swivel. He does not have an ankle tilt, so you can't really pose him that much. But hey, you can still pose him, but you have to be careful, you know. Don't make him fall. But yeah, the paint, it's there, but I feel like he should have more paint here and there, like on the chest, on the arms itself, on like more paint on the legs. Like, I mean, I like the little sticker detailing, like G1 toy sticker right there, but that's the only G1 toy sticker is there. So yeah. Other than that, it's a nicely done figure. It's decent for what it is, and yeah, and I can't wait to have a new Studio Series 86 liter class Dinobot Slug, and I believe that's gonna come with a Daniel. I don't know, but hey, hey, it's just a rumor. So, but hey, we are gonna get a Studio Series 86 Dinobot Slug. So can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. But anyway, so. If I would rank Slug from a scale of 1 to 10, I guess he gets a good 7.5 out of 10. So he's a bit weaker than Swoop. So yeah, slightly weaker than Swoop, but still a decent figure nonetheless. So. And I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Power of the Primes reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for any availability for your other figures like Studio Series, Earthrise, Siege, and Cyberverse or Kingdom, whatever you want to get. Just click the link for that website in the description down below as well. So, and I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers. Blah, 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 blah. My tongue stopped working again. So they have the Transformers, Power of the Primes, the Deluxe Class, Dinobot Slug, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out!